T-Rack got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need it.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here's Harris to return it. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Washington.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. That's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 1st and goal from the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run on first down. Cross. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
That's good.
For a huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Hardman on the return. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback,
DeMarcus Lawrence, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
at the 37-yard line.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
In your face.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Michael Gallup. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He may try and run for this. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
We'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Steven Sims, incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
16-yard play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. What a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick, it didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nicole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it. Now increase here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. On 1st down, Ross. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
On the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Watch the out. 22, all day, dog. Like 22.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this score. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Here comes the ball.
He was
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Let's get it. 57's Mike.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 20.
The end result, 21 yards.
Cowboy 1st down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
38-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I don't know why this team showed up. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Good try, good try.
Jackson to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 33. 33. Watch the run. 19 light.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check 41. Check smash. Check smash. Let's go, B. Let's go. Trap 60.
The throw taken in by Sims. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
You got blocked, Lee. Mike 41. Mike 41. Oh, here we go. Oh. 79 Broncos. Hey, 41 Mike. 41 Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Washington.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Washington, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The heart of the fire, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go when I'm alone? Not on the phone when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. outside look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
To Kareem Hunt.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I can't believe they even let you play. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 39, Mayfield. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of...
And that's caught inside the 30.
One play at a time.
Here we go. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 64 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Chiefs 14, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
Complete to Rashid.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield.
29-yard
Open man is Higgins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Browns 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by...
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off inside the 5. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Motion. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. And the Browns first down.
56,
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Bring it, bring it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's a party.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
With the score.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 28. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
For the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mahomes now to throw. And quickly to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
36. Browns 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throw.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage by Andrews.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Browns.
This will be caught inside the 10.
Mayfield's pass.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
And goal.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Steps away, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. As a
second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe it's a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal. Look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit.